negotiate everything. What does it mean? From the onset, you have to negotiate the price of the property. I think that's common knowledge. Whatever price you're given by whoever is selling usually is not the real price of that property. Everyone tries to inflate the price of their own property. So you have to start negotiating there. You really have to learn to negotiate and drive a hard bargain, right? So the first thing that you must negotiate for, it is the price of the actual property that you're purchasing, or piece of real estate that you're purchasing. That is the first thing. The second thing that you must negotiate, so remember, when you buy a property, there are two types of attorneys or two types of lawyers. The first one is called the bond lawyer. The second one is called the transfer attorney or the conveyancer, okay? Now, the bond lawyer usually belongs to the bank. So the bank that's giving you finance will send their own lawyer to deal with your matter. Usually, they've got a list of lawyers that, they'll give you one. However, if you are, private banker, or if you've got a personal banker, then you can always choose for yourself who the bond lawyer, whoever you want to be the bond lawyer. However, if you're not, for the context of this video, we'll say you are not a private banker, so the bank will give you a lawyer to, run the bond aspect of these things. You also need to negotiate. Whatever figure that they're going to give you from the onset, their charges, that is very, very negotiable. Again, they're not going to tell you that it's negotiable, but you need to be smart, you need to be wise and start negotiating there. If they tell you it's 50,000 Rand or $50,000 or whatever it is, just try and cut down 10%. Whatever number they give you, 10% to cut it down, then you negotiate from that perspective. So that's with your bond lawyer. Then the transfer lawyer, that's the one that goes to register the deed at the deeds office, right? Again, those ones, whatever money that they charge you, usually the seller, comes with their transferring lawyers or transferring attorneys or the conveyancer. Whatever they give you as well, it is absolutely negotiable. So you really need to negotiate for those fees, okay? And then finally, when you deal with a bank, you need to negotiate as well the interest rate that they're going to give you on the bond. So usually, they would say prime plus or prime minus. You need to ensure that they give you prime minus something. There's one of the episodes in one of the videos where I discuss what actually it means to have prime plus or prime minus. But generally, the prime interest rate is a rate that prevails in any jurisdiction or in any country. So for example, South Africa can say our prime interest rate is 10%. You need to negotiate with the bank to give you 10% minus 1 or 10% minus 2. In other words, you need to say to the bank, the best I can do is pay 9% instead of 10%. Usually the bank will give you prime plus 2 or prime plus 1 from the onset. They actually want you to pay more. So you need to be clued up. Everything from the beginning of purchasing of a property or a piece of real estate until the end, until it's in your name. So make sure when you go out there to purchase a real estate or purchase a property, you must be at your best negotiating level. Thank you.